so you can hear me. There. Now you can hear me. Morning Musings. From the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. It is a beautiful morning, very warm and gentle kind of feel, the kind of morning that you want to take your tea or coffee and sit outside and just nestle in to nature and what's happening out there. And hello, my dear. Oh, Brazen. Where were you yesterday? I did my watercolor. I did a bonus lemon challenge and did the watercolor as promised. It should be uploaded though on this channel, so at least you can see my fumblings through. You want to see it? Wait, you guys. I gotta show Brazen Hearted my watercolor attempt yesterday. Which actually didn't turn out too bad. This one here. Oh, well, good for you if you needed to sleep. Look at that. Not too bad. A couple of mess ups that were, this was the gouache. I was just taking reference from the gouache painting that I did a while ago. And I kept saying, where's Brazen? Where's Brazen? That entire watercolor episode was for you, my dear Brazen Hearted, for your beautiful support, for just always your positive energy, and I just loved it. So that was for you, yeah, I was pretty happy with it. I actually, yesterday, doing the, that's okay. It's still dedicated to you, that episode, that final day of the 30-day challenge. It was, I found a beautiful, it was quite nice. I think it was one of the first times that I did watercolors and actually kind of did a painting fully with watercolors. I didn't do too bad on the going from lights to darks. A couple of times I was smudging with my finger, dipping my brush in the water to get more lights. Because it had invaded with the other colors. It wasn't too bad. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Yeah. So I thank you for challenging me during this 30-day lemon challenge that we did. And yeah, it was really lovely. So today on the studio menu, we have, it looks nice. Dabbing and lifting up is perfectly allowed. Yeah. However, it was some dabbing and lifting up in some areas that should not have happened. And I think I had the hair dryer and I went in to dry the painting twice. But if I were not on an hour, challenge time, of course, you're taking your time. You can let it dry. You can go back in. It's a whole different process when you're not trying to stay within your time frame. It was fun. It was really nice. So today I didn't get a chance to work on my lemons, so the lemons are first priority today, and I will be able to do that because the end of the challenge is here. Yesterday was the final day, so now going back to working towards some Christmas paintings. I got these little canvases for Christmas paintings. Yeah, the heat gun thing. Yeah, I don't have a heat gun thing here on this tiny little Greek island. Where are we going to get such luxuries? And I was thinking about that. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to start. I'm all over the place this morning. So it's my first coffee. I'm coming in earlier. Otherwise, I'm never here in the mornings. I end up coming in the afternoons. And it's hard to say morning musings when it's afternoon or evening, right? Yes, I went to the mainland shopping, went to the city. An hour and a half away. It's always fun to do that. Always fun. But I have plans for November. It is November 1st. Here in Greece, we always say kalomina, which means good month, have a good month, which is nice. It's nice that on the first of the month, people are just saying, hey, good kalomina. Yeah, I'm glad that I have my coffee. I do love my coffee. So the first of the month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of finishing off paintings. I like those lemons that was part of the challenge. So these ones, the ones that I did in oils, I like quite a bit. So I want to work with that as well. And I'm going to finish up these lemons here and just kind of push that out. And the other lemon painting that I like, you can't see it right now. I also like this one, which is the analogous color, and also in oils. You can see that the oil. I'm much more adept at painting in oils. It's those are some of the paintings that I like. I'm going to put maybe some of them actually up and out for sale. Yeah, that one turned out good. So that one may come up, and there will be very inexpensive sales. Just because. Well, I mean, and they're on paper and not linen, and I'm not using the expensive materials. But they're sturdy and well taken care of, and work just fine. So that's on the plan for today. I just want to finish this painting and just finish it fully. I am going to film it and work with it. Perhaps maybe put it in the membership group as kind of talking through it, and then also probably in on my YouTube channel as a time lapse, and just kind of a general summary of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, or whatever's on my mind. So those are the plans, and to get started on little Christmas paintings, because the season will be here next month. And because I live in Greece, shipping takes a while. So if somebody is interested in a little Christmas ornamenty Greek style painting, I need to have those ready. And so I'm going to start on those as well so that it has the proper time to dry and to move in with the packaging and shipping this month, so that there's enough time to get there by Christmas for those of you in the States. If we're in Europe, that's easy peasy. It just kind of happens. So I've been thinking about that, and what else? Just putting together. I've got all these ideas and all these plans, and you never get snow over there or even fall leaf colors much, do you? No, in the mountain areas, we get fall leaf colors, but not anything like Minnesota. I mean, not anything like Minnesota. Let me emphasize. Minnesota for me, was the most exquisite fall colors. I'm assuming in Vermont, it would be another exquisite fall color place, or anywhere in that range, obviously. But here, I have never seen it. Only one time, only once, when we were traveling up to the western side of Greece, on the north side of the mountain, on the north side, not the southern side, on the northern side where it's cooler. And I saw like one mountain slope, and we're not talking super high mountains, okay? One mountain slope that was full of the fall colors like Minnesota. And, I made my husband stop the car, and I said, just leave me here, go do your thing. Had to stop the car and get out and just look at it. And I have a very, very dear childhood friend in Minnesota who she goes on her walks in the morning with her dog and sends me pictures of trees that are just those deep burgundy red trees. What I wouldn't do to see that. I miss it. But one day, right? And of course, I can find those same things. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm assuming where you are, you don't get a lot of those fall colors. Oops. I'm getting low battery. You don't get those fall colors like in Minnesota. You know what I'm talking about. So I don't know. Things are like thinking about the fall colors. I'm all over the place today. Sorry, you guys, but thinking of the fall colors and that I don't have them here, right? So you think about like, I would love to see that. And I wish I had those fall colors. And then you look out the window and you're like, well, olive greens, kind of orangey browns, right? Just earth tones. And you have the beautiful sea. And it's like, yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty. But it's not those fall colors. And so a very minimal, tiny, unimportant example of how my thought process works. When I catch myself yearning for something that I cannot have here, I just let it go. I let it go. Like, I will release it. We don't have fall colors here, but they don't have the Aegean Sea either. And they don't have these beautiful olive greens. They don't have the warmth, obviously, that we have here this time of year. And I immediately just let it go. and focus on something. I will find one thing that I really like. And right now, looking out my window, it is just the way the sun is coming up over the hill behind my house. And the morning light is shining on the tops of an olive tree. And if you've noticed with the olive trees, when the light hits the top side of the leaves, it's this very light olive green, obviously, right? And then immediately underneath it, you have the dark. So there's this high contrast playing in the leaves, and which makes the olive leaf just shimmer even more. And so I'll focus on that, and I get taken with it. Like, oh man, that's gorgeous. And it's not a lie. It's not fake. I am honestly enthralled with that olive tree at this moment, the way the light is hitting it. And I've forgotten all about the beautiful fall colors in Minnesota, which is just not part of the package here. So why not focus on the beautiful parts of the package that I live in every day than pining away on things that I just can't have, that aren't here. And I do that on a much deeper level as well. I do it in my paintings. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if I had this kind of brush? Well, I don't. So I've got this other kind of brush. Oh, that one will work just fine. And let's see what I can learn from it. What more can I do with this brush? And it's just a choice of switching to what you have at your fingertips, what's there in your studio, right? What have you got to work with? And then the rest, when it shows up in my tiny little studio, I will use it. I will enjoy it. I will play with it. I will do everything that I possibly can with it. But until that happens, and if it never happens, I am perfectly fine with what already exists here. My yoga teacher, Naya, years and years and years ago, when I was complaining about being on the island, about not having this and not having that, and she just looked at me and she said, Vita, love where you are right now, and then everything else will change. And I was like, what the heck is she talking about? Love the island, love this place, love the things that I don't have. And I was thinking, how would anything change? How can anything change? Nothing's going to change. I can love it. I can love being here. And then, so what? I mean, coffee shops aren't going to just pop up out of the blue. Well, actually, quite a few have popped up out of the blue. I'm not going to have a movie theater. There's not going to be an opera house. There's not going to be... No, there are none of those. And no, we don't have Amazon. And I started working with that. This was many years ago, and I thought, well, okay, I'll try it and see what the heck does she mean. Love where you are right now, and everything else will change. And everything else does change when you choose the glass half full and love where you are, or the glass half empty and nothing works. Everything changes. Everything changes in you. So why not choose the one that has a more positive outlook, one that creates better results throughout your day? The glass half full and look what I do have, and oh my gosh, isn't that beautiful? Focusing on the things that you actually find beautiful, even if it's the light hitting some dust on a table in the morning or in the evening, and the color of that light and the little sparkles of dust. I mean, all of those things can be beautiful rather than ugly. And what happens is you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I like this. I live on this beautiful, tiny little Greek island. The snail on my wall. Yeah, I live in this beautiful, tiny little Greek island. I have this tiny little studio that, thank God I have this tiny little studio. And I can create things. I can speak with you in this tiny little studio. These are my positive things. You are my communication out into the world. That's amazing. That's amazing. And, you know, the positive thing about that, no, it's not exactly direct communication, like if I go down to the village, but in this area, my artistic people are limited, very, very few, very few. And here, there's loads of us out there, and we can all come together and connect and create a community. And I love that. I love that. So yeah, snails on the wall. What the heck are they doing on the wall? Let it go. Let it go. Enjoy the snails on the wall. You don't have to know why they're there unless it's important to your life, but not important to my life. I just enjoy them when I see them on my wall. They come and go like twice a year. Odd thing. It's an odd thing. So anyways, you guys, I got to get started with my day. So be inspired, be creative, be you. Whoever is going to bed, sleep well. Whoever is waking up, have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you all again tomorrow.